Honestly, going there to make photos would be a dream come true.
Good morning, you guys. So, just woke up, roll call. It's like 7 a.m. and we're in Monument Valley. Today is the day we bring out the Pentax 6.7. We're going to be photographing mostly with the 6.7 today, with the 105 2.4 here on top, as well as this lens, the 55 f4, so 28 mil equivalent. This one's more like a 55, which I feel like is honestly going to be a little bit better to compress things just a little bit more. Now, here is our dilemma. First and foremost, the battery in my camera died. I was trying to take some photos this morning, didn't happen, so I got to change the battery on that guy. And secondly, I only brought 5 rolls of 120 film, and so we're gonna have to make that last. I think I'm gonna shoot 3 rolls today since we still have, you know, almost a week left here on the road trip. And then whatever we don't finish, we're gonna take on the Voigtlander Best R2a with the Ultron 28. The setup I have been rocking pretty much for the entire time so far. But the goal for today, folks, is really just to capture Monument Valley. We're not gonna be doing anything crazy other than just, you know, taking in its beauty and hopefully coming away with a couple of bangers. So I'm gonna get all the gear ready. I'm gonna change out the battery, get all the film kind of prepped, and then yeah, we're gonna head out and hopefully get some bangers. All right, film is loaded up, camera is all good to go. I think right now we're about to go stop real quick in for some breakfast, and then we're gonna head out and explore Monument Valley. So Monument Valley is a place that I've actually wanted to photograph for a really, really long time. And I never really had the opportunity to, just because of when COVID rolled around. The weather right now, it's a little cloudy. Apparently it's supposed to rain just a little bit, but we're not gonna let a rainy day rain on our parade. Thank you.
You're welcome. Look how small it is. Oh my god, I'm gonna put so much hot sauce. It's hot.
Diner coffee review. Good soup. So the hotel is actually in the middle, embedded into this large rock formation. I don't know what this particular rock is called, but it's pretty dope. Have a look all around. It makes you feel so small. guys, the view is absolutely insane. I don't know how to describe it. So in front of us there is kind of like these three huge rock formations. The 105 is a little bit too narrow, so I'm switching over to the 55mm lens, get a little bit of wider angle shot. All right, here we go. 55mm. Already burned through half of this film here.
And now a quick mention to our sponsor, Skillshare. As a hybrid photographer and video shooter, I'm also the editor of all my videos here on YouTube. And this means I'm constantly trying to learn and polish up new skills that could benefit my work. This is why I use Skillshare, which is an online learning community with thousands of classes to choose from. Everything from the business side of photography to even classes on coffee. This week I took a class called Final Cut Pro 10 Editing B-Roll by Brian Garcia, just to learn some new things and editing techniques I could apply to this very video. Skillshare is completely ad-free, so I was able to go through and select the chapters that I wanted to see and just go back and forth as much as I wanted, completely uninterrupted. So if you guys want to get started with Skillshare today, they're hooking up the first 1,000 people to use my link, a free month of Skillshare. Just click the link in the description below and sign up today. Huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this episode.
All right, we're shooting Portra overexposed at 200 ISO, and then we're just metering correctly for every scene. After that, hopefully that gives us a little bit of detail in the shadows here. Oh my gosh. All right, so I went to go take a picture of these horses right here. That would have been a close one. I got pretty close to the horses. I'm trying. Dude, that was insane. Okay, so everyone is out right now checking out the next little viewpoint, but I gotta reload both of my cameras. I've already burned through 2 rolls of the of my 120 film, and so far I have about 4 rolls left, and I need to save some for the Grand Canyon, but I'm gonna shoot some Ektar. Now Ektar has never been, you know, my favorite film stock, but I think the situation and where we are kind of fits with, you know, just the overall vibe of Ektar. So I'm gonna put some Ektar in the 120 camera, and then I'm out of breath. Then I'm going to load up the Voigtlander here with, I think, just some more Portra. Now my dad, when I was younger, used to only watch Western movies, like Western cowboy movies, so a lot of like John Wayne. The scenery reminds me so much of those classic films, and being able to be here in person and just capture it myself, there's sort of like a little sentimental value to these images, because it reminds me a lot of
just spending time with my dad for hours watching those cowboy movies. Memories that I'll never forget in my lifetime. Now let's load up the R2a. No! No! I forgot to rewind the film. Oh, what a bummer. I hope there's not too many light leaks on these. We'll see. That sucks, man. I switched over to the 105 because I'm shooting the 28 here on the 35mm camera anyway, so the 105 it is. We found this little kind of like, what is this? A horse stable. Take some photos of that, but there's a dog. Where? A free dog? Where?
Be careful. It might be like a weird coyote.
Where is it?
You can't see that. It's right there looking at you.
Oh my God, there is a dog. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, come here.
Hi, puppy.
Are you friendly? Nah, he's scared of you.
It's a wild dog.
All right, bye, pup. It's starting to rain. Now this is the end of the story here in Monument Valley. After getting stormed down on, we ended up just heading back to the lodge and just resting up for the rest of the day. Now, even though it rained really hard, I think this gave us a really unique perspective on what this area looks like under heavy rain. In a storm, all of the sand kind of shoots back up into the sky and creates this very interesting atmosphere, and I think it really made for some unique photographs. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed it or to where the next location you'd like me to travel to would be. I'm very excited to do more landscape film photography videos. But that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, Minolta Gang.